What's up, YouTubers? I am back. It is Gage Cruz, and I am here to discuss pansexuality and bisexuality. Why do I not identify as pansexual? The It's simply the fact that I believe in traditional gender norms. For simplicity's sake, all people, in my opinion, should fall into that category if they want to hope to be understood by other people within the LGBT community. Now, people are becoming more educated, there's more awareness, but the fact is pansexual is just a philosophy. It hasn't been scientifically proven yet, and because of that, it's not considered as legitimate as bi or straight or heterosexual. So there's heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual. They all have innate attractions, and because a lot of people just look at sex organs, and then there's of course intersexual, and those people have both sex organs, and usually I've never heard of them both functioning properly or either one functioning properly. So because that's might be considered a deformity, a lot of people who are in that category identify along the lines of bisexuality as well. And I'm sure that because they're intersexual, they would prefer the definition intersexual, and that is verified by science. So the only two definitions that really aren't are omnisexual and pansexual. Those categories, now if pansexuality falls under bisexuality as a subgroup, then you could say that pansexual is something that's legitimate. If you believe in Freudian theory, you can also say that it's legitimate. However, it's a lot harder, I believe, because they have the electrodes they can hook up to your penis, or if you are a woman, biological woman, your vagina. And they did at the University of California, I believe it was Berkeley, they did some tests where they showed people pornography and saw if there was that excitement, that reaction to those images, whether their dick stood up or did not stand up, whether they had that sort of electrical impulse to create a sexual action with the images that were being shown, if it triggered something in their minds. Now with me, because I'm bisexual, I'm not anything else. Bisexual means that that you would be shown an image of somebody who looked like a man, and you would get an erection. Now you saw a naked image of a woman, you would also get an erection. I'm the type of guy who gets stimulated by sexiness more than what biological sex it is. Not what equipment they have, but how they portray themselves, or do they have sex appeal. So that's the main difference between a bisexual, whereas a heterosexual would watch those images. And a heterosexual would, if they were male, their dick would only stand up for the images of women. But they might be repulsed or deterred by images of men, or just no reaction whatsoever. No blood pumping into the vascular sponge, the penis. And because of that, they're going to be labeled as heterosexual. Now, if you go to a gay man, he's going to watch heterosexual porn and get bored. His dick is just not going to stand up at all. He's just going to look at it and be like, okay, so what's the big deal? And why is everyone like so into this? And I don't get it. And vages are stupid. That's the basic gist. A lot of gay guys say. They're just like, oh, they smell like fish. Or they'll say a bunch of stuff about women that I don't feel is appropriate. But that's just common speech that's thrown around. Now, because of that, that a gay man might look at those images, and when he sees a naked man, on the other hand, his dick is like, stands right up, right up. And because of that, they can scientifically measure what people are attracted to. And because it's verified by science, nobody can just say, oh, well, you're really not feeling that, it's all in your head, or whatever. But the thing is if you feel something inside, you don't have to prove it to anyone. So that's the whole point about this existence, is you really don't have to prove yourself if you are of a specific sexual orientation. And I would be interested to hear your comments. Definitely subscribe to my channel, like if this was informative, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon, and we'll examine life more closely.